Cliff Smith and welcome to lesson 7 in my series of blues lick lessons. Now there is some tab and a free backing track for this on my website, and if you check the description of this video you'll find a link that will take you to my video page where you can download the tab and the video for free. Okay, so this lick, I'm going to call this the turnaround lick because it's based on this little turnaround that is very common in blues. It's often played at the end of the 12 bar, but you can actually use it over any chord if you move it around, if you put the correct notes in the right place. Okay, so let's have a look at the lick we're going to play over the E chord. So I'm starting off, I've got my second and third fingers, both on the 16th fret of the G string and the E string. Then I move down 1 fret to the 15th fret, and I move down again to the 14th fret, and then there's another shape at the other end. I put my first finger on the 12th fret of the E string, and my second finger on the 13th fret of the G string. Okay, so those are the chords. They're basically notes harmonised in sixths. And the chord either end, or the notes either end of that lick, contain notes of an E major chord. That's a G sharp and an E, which is the third and the first, or third and the root. That's a B and a G sharp, which is the third and the fifth. The two chords in the middle are what are called passing chords. So when you use this lick, these are the two important ones at the outside chords, ones at the end. The two in the middle, you're just going through those and you want to end on one or the other. You can play these licks either way, like this. Or... Okay, now we need to move this around with each chord. It's a movable lick, it's not a static lick. It changes with each chord. So when I change to the A chord, I'm going to start, basically, I can start either end. Let's do an ascending lick this time. So I'm going to start with my first finger on A on the 5th fret of the E string, my second finger on C sharp on the 6th fret of the G string. Then I'm going to move up, second and third fingers both on the 7th fret of the E and G strings. Slide that up 1 fret, slide it up again. Okay, so I'm just going to pick triplets now, 3 notes on each chord. I'm picking G string, E string, G string. Lots of different ways you can pick these chords. I'd experiment and see what you can come up with. Well, I could do it the other way. I could hit the chords once. Okay, and then for the B chord, we're going to move up, basically do exactly what we just did on the A chord, 2 frets higher. So my first finger is on the 7th fret of the E string, which is a B. Second finger is on D sharp, which is the 8th fret of the G string. It's my first chord. Second chord, I'm going to move it up. So I've got second and third fingers both on the 9th fret of the E and G strings. Slide that up 1 fret, slide up 1 fret again. Okay, so I have... Now when you're playing using these licks, you can take, let's go back to the E lick again, you can take either side of it. If you just want to play over an E7 chord in this blues, you can just hit either end of it. So there's just this bit on its own. It's going to sound really good over an E chord. Or the other chord at the other end of it. It's also going to sound really good. And then the ones in between, you use them when you want them. Or sometimes you don't use them, sometimes you do. As long as you know which 2 chords out of those 4 are the ones that sound good over an E, and those are the first and last ones. The 2 in the middle, you can use them, but you need to lead up or down from them. Or you wouldn't go... That's going to sound wrong if you land on it. It sounds okay if you go through it, but don't land on it. Okay, so now I'm going to take this lick and combine it with some other licks from this series and show you how you can use it to create your own guitar solos.